What's good? It's Easter weekend. Hope y'all had a good Easter. I got out, went to the Ozark National Forest for a little bit, enjoyed nature, spent a little time with family this Sunday. Yeah, spent a little time with family. I came today to talk to y'all about living in your own self light. This is a saying my grandma used to say all the time. Like, Brandon, you're living in your own self light. And normally, this was said all the time. This was said like, I'm about to get in trouble for something happened. It was a situation. And basically saying like, you caused your own situation. You can't be mad at a situation you caused. I see a lot of adults be mad at their own situation and situations they caused, and it's crazy to me. It's crazy. A lot of people hadn't, you know, I thank my grandma for that, because a lot of people don't understand a lot of what happens to them is caused by them. That is a thing. Now, the other side to that is, I always looked at that from a negative point of view, living in your own self light. But that actually goes both ways, in a positive way. Like, anything positive, I'm not going to say it's just because of you, but you had to be coming from a positive perspective for it to go that way, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, anything negative, you probably somehow brought on yourself some kind of way. Not necessarily that you did something wrong, but you somehow brought it on yourself. Even positive things, like it goes both ways. Anything positive, you did something positive. You see what I'm saying? To make that happen. A lot of times people don't want to take the steps necessary to get to where they want to go. Like it's easy. Sometimes it's easier than what they even know. They just make it hard because they think it's hard. Perspective plays a big role in how things go with a lot of people. How do you see yourself? How do you see what is possible for yourself? You gotta believe in yourself, because yeah, a lot of times there ain't gonna be nobody else to believe in you. When the people you think believe in you let you down, what you gonna do then? Because in life, it's gonna happen. It is gonna happen. I have had, like, yeah, last year, I had that situation. Just like everybody who could possibly let me down at the same damn time. Not at the same time, but it was in a short period of time where it felt pretty much like the same time. At that point, you just have to have courage and faith in yourself, courage and faith in God to lead you in the right direction. Because things can look ugly. And then you be like, why me? Like, hold on now. Like, I know a lot more people worse than me. But it's just like the Israelites. They had to wander through the desert for 40 years. Why did they have to wander through the desert for 40 years? I guess that's about how long it took to prepare them for what? For their greatness. And then, yeah, problems came with greatness. So you can read the Bible, figure that one out for yourself. But problems come with greatness. So, mm, I like to add this to that too. There are times and situations and people who will try to get you to act outside of yourself. And when I mean act outside of self, I mean act outside of your own lane. Act outside of your character. Act outside of your self light. People have their own agendas. People will paint you a certain way, gaslight you, make it seem like you're a whole different person than what you are. Have you ever noticed how You see people who've had situations in the past, like, oh, they don't mess with each other. But then they get along. And, everybody like, what, like, I know they passed. Why, how do they still get along? Because they know each other. They know particular situations and things that happen are outside of the normal character for each person. Like, people will set you up to seem totally different than what you are. I know most definitely that has happened to me. People made it seem like I've done things I wouldn't never do. I mean, all I really want to do is help people. Sometimes the best way to help people is to stay in your own lane. Sometimes you go outside of your own lane helping somebody else, and that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Some of these things wouldn't have never even went as far as they did if you just set the example like, that's not what we gonna do. Everything doesn't require you actively out here trying to change it. So I want to add that to the self-light thing. Like, yeah, there's some things you should try to change. There's some things you should pray for change on. Not necessarily act on changing them yourself. At least not in no negative manner. I think that could be a problem with me. I have wanted things to be right and tried to make them right on my own. And that's not the right way to do things. That's not right. I can admit that to myself. That's not right. Sometimes the best thing is time. Time will change a lot. Time and staying in your lane to do what you were supposed to do, which might be something great. Maybe you're supposed to do something to inspire people, but you can't do it because people throwing stumbling blocks in front of you. But sometimes all you gotta do is just walk around the stumbling blocks.